I could have gone private in New Zealand, but the cost of that, well, it's prohibitive.
You know, he was really restricted on what he could do, what he couldn't do.
I can walk downstairs, I can walk upstairs. The recovery is absolutely brilliant. I think about $1,500 under what we expected. I asked Missy, who was part of it, if it was a scam. Hi, my name's Errol Friend. I'm from just south of Timaru. I've had a sore hip for well over a year, and I hadn't been able to get the treatment that I wanted, and I started looking into treatment overseas. And when I was doing that research, I ran across Global Health 360, and they discussed and put me in touch with a hospital about a total hip replacement. On the public system, it was going to take a very long time. Like I said, I've had over 12 months of waiting and just being in pain all the time. I could have gone private in New Zealand, but the cost of that, well, it's prohibitive. Even though while our trip to India, which included 2 weeks holiday, has been the same price, the actual surgery over here was less than half the price. So the big factor was getting the surgery done quickly, having it done at a cost that I could afford. That was the biggest factors that we looked at. I seen an advert on Facebook. I contacted them, I did some research. I asked them, Missy, who was part of it, if it was a scam. And she gave me really, really good answers. In fact, there was no money up front or anything like that. It was just pay as we went. We're now in contact with her and the rest of 360. It was very friendly, it was very efficient. And then they gave us a range of hospitals in India to look at, and then arranged an actual FaceTime interview with one of the doctors. So it was just a very efficient, professional operation. So that settled my mind on going abroad, because there's always some doubts. They took us through flights, etc., which we ended up booking, but they took us through flights. They told us a range of stuff. They arranged accommodation for the first few days at the hospital before the operation. The contact with the international staff at the hospital, they were on WhatsApp. It was just very easy, very efficient, and made it so simple. Look, we turned up at the airport, and there was a driver there with our name on. So he picked us up. So that was the first part. Got to the hospital, we'd already been, our names were already ready for the annex rooms. So we went into the annex rooms where we had accommodation, which were absolutely fine. Then we had a day just to relax, which was cool. And then the next day we went in and we met the international team, Blessing and all the staff there. And they were extraordinary. They were friendly, they were helpful. They took us around for the day. We went through, numerous tests the day before I had the operation. It was a little bit of time, but they had people who helped every step of the way. They took us to every department in the hospital. It was so easy. And then on the day of the operation, the day before, I met Dr. Sanjay Mohan, really friendly guy, efficient. Went in the next day, I booked in that night to the hospital. The nurses were brilliant. There were cleaners around, every few hours. I think they exceeded what I would have expected in New Zealand. They honestly exceeded everything I would have expected in New Zealand. The cleanliness of the hospital, like I said, there's cleaners coming every few hours to clean stuff. The nurses were brilliant. There was no problem in communication. They had good English. It was just a seamless opportunity to come in here and have the operation. It was just really simple. The day of the operation, I had the operation at sort of late afternoon, evening. The next day I had the physio people come. They took us through the physio I had to do, and they turned up twice a day to do the physiotherapy. And the day I was discharged, which was on the 3rd or 4th day, they came again and they made sure I was doing the exercises, and then gave us a pamphlet with even more exercises on it to ensure that I recovered well. We're now on the end of the 3rd week. I can walk around unaided with my little friend, the walker, around just a simple rooms and that. If we go outside, like if we're out shopping, I'll take it with us. But the recovery is absolutely brilliant. I met you today. I can walk downstairs, I can walk upstairs. So I think I can say my recovery's well on track. I sound like I'm trying to paint a picture rosier than it is, but I'm not. You could order food to your room if you wanted. It was so brilliant. If you wanted a chicken sandwich, they delivered a chicken sandwich. The nurses, great English. The doctor, to have my stitches out, just in the general area for obstetric. Had no problem there with doctors and nurses. No, so I can't say we had any issues or language barriers at all. It actually came in, I think, about $1,500 under what we expected, and that's cool, because I'd rather be overquoted and come in under it than the other way around. So no, the cost actually came in under what we expected, and that was a real good bonus because we spent it somewhere else. If you book sensibly and you do your time, your minimum time over here, you'll find you can save a lot of money. Like I said, we've gone over budget, but that's because we've travelled to Delhi, etc. So we spent more money because we've enjoyed such a good time here and we wanted to see more. But for a person who can afford to come here to Kochi, who wants a hip surgery done, look, it's still miles cheaper than you can do it in New Zealand. And I believe what you get is better. At home, you'll get 3 days in a hospital and then out you go. We had communication afterwards, backup, etc. as we went. It's been absolutely brilliant.
This is something I was thinking about today, actually, just the difference. He's happier. he's not a grouch. He was struggling a lot, like at home before the surgery. You know, he was really restricted on what he could do, what he couldn't do, and I think he felt guilty that I was picking up a lot more of this, the stuff that he would usually do. But now he's like a new man. It's so good. I'm so happy for him, and I'm so glad we came.
For a personalized treatment plan and an estimated cost, please contact us at info@360ghs.co.nz or visit our website at www.360ghs.co.nz.